pulling him to rRoatan. We left Guanaja last night at about 2 a.m. and just got the motor running right now because low voltage alarm on the autopilot. But we're gonna go pick up my my buddy Eric so we can see his girlfriend in Cuba. And we're leaving tomorrow out from Cuba, so hopefully we have downwind sailing there. We're gonna check in. I'm gonna record it all. It's gonna be awesome. Even though Guanaja is an awesome place and we can stay there for a really long time, we were sailing with a schedule and we had to move on over to rRoatan to pick up our third crew member, Eric. Well, we just got to Fantasy Island, rRoatan, about an hour ago, and it's time to check out already. Eric is flying in a couple hours, and if we can check out and get him added to my crew list, then we're leaving tomorrow morning for Cuba. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this on film. So anyone wondering how to check in, check out in the Honduras, this is the video to watch. Because my buddy flew in on a Sunday, the normal immigration office over in Coxon Hole was closed, so we jumped in a taxi and headed over to the airport. Immigration. Smile, Eric. So what are we here for?
To get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here. So we're here waiting for the immigration officers to check out of rRoatan. They're they're not open on a Sunday, so we had to go to the airport.
Seems like the airport's not open either.
I know, the airport is...
Nobody here.
Nobody here?
He's good. He's got
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Now, I've checked out of Honduras before, but I checked out in Guanaja. The experience there is totally different than checking out in rRoatan. I would recommend any sailors to sail to Guanaja and check out there. It's much more simple. You need a crew list or something, or? I have the old one. Here's my crew list. But there's one more that we're leaving with, so I have to get a new one. I get that at the port captain. He gives it to me when I leave. So. Now, because my friend flew in on a plane and didn't arrive on the boat with us, we had to add him to our what's called a tripulación, basically our crew list. Overall, it's a pretty painless procedure. You write down all your crew members' names and their passport numbers on a paper, and you're good to go. Technically, we could just get on our boat and sail on to Cuba, but if we ever wanted to sail back to Honduras, they're going to see entry stamps and not exit stamps, and that could be a problem. I've heard they fine you about $100. Not good. Don't forget your passports, put them in your baggie, and you're good to go. Is that it? Cool, thanks man, appreciate it. And that's it. Go there, you give them a copy of your boat's paperwork and your boat's crew list, and they stamp your passports and you leave. Well done. Yay. Just like that, you get the exit papers from the port captain in rRoatan. There's the office, and there's the immigration. It's Sunday though, so we had to go to the airport. And as I said before, usually you could do everything right here, but on a Sunday if you want to check out, you've got to go to the airport. So the port captain is in Coxon Hole, so you got to take a taxi from wherever you're at. Should cost around 20 bucks, maybe less, 15 or 10 if you get a good guy. So that's the way it is. With all the checking out business taken care of, it was time to head back to Fantasy Island and enjoy a brew with my friend Aussie Pete, the port captain of the marina. Great guy. Okay, so we're here. I'm here with Valentine from Chile on his boat. What's your name of your boat?
Please, very expensive I charge, anyway.
Okay. He charges very expensive.
And Terry. Please send me his boat is named Terry.
Okay, so his name.
Night, you can get rich.
The name of his boat is Antaria. Antario?
Antares. A-R-E-S.
Okay, Antares. And you know, he's just got here. His boat was here, sitting in Fantasy Island. And Aussie Pete.
I am new in the business.
New in the business. So Aussie Pete was taking care of it for him.
I've been looking after his boat. I pump the bilge, start the motor. I didn't recognise these guys sober. They've all been here before, but good crew, man. Good crew.
All right, good.
I come from Virgin Island.
And then we're also here with John. What's your name?
John.
So we're here with John, and he just bought a boat a couple weeks ago, and he just moved aboard. He's got, you know, his wife and his daughter with him, and you know, they're starting the journey. So, and he was inspired by Wicked Salty, our friends Wes and Kate. So, you know, how did you get into it?
Lucked out, saw an ad on Facebook.
So ad on Facebook, who'd you follow?
No, it was just on. I have no idea who put it. Morgan Yacht Form. I don't know how I saw it. Saw it and decided it sounded like a deal that was too good to be true. I asked around, everyone said the pictures are probably 5 years old, the pictures were a day old. So we came down here on a cruise ship and bought it in about a week from start to finish.
So 1 week after he saw his boat, he bought it. So some would say he's crazy, and some would say he is inspired. Crazy. I think he's crazy. We'll see how he goes though. One of the great parts about cruising the Caribbean is the friends you make. After some lively conversation with our Chilean friends, we met John A. Smith, an old salty sailor that we had met before when we were in Fantasy Island previously. Give her a kiss. As the old saying goes, all good things come to an end. We headed back to the boat to get a good night's sleep because the next day, we had to go get some essential provisions. Fortunately for us, the island of rRoatan has a really good supermarket. You won't want for anything in that place. There's a good thing that rRoatan has a well-stocked supermarket, because our next port of call, Cuba, has no supermarkets that compare anything to American supermarkets. Good. Great law. So basically this shop had to last us another 3 weeks until we got all the way back to Key West, Florida. The weather looked clear, the wind was blowing from the southeast, so we raised our sails and headed out of rRoatan. Darren, turn off auto. Darren, turn off auto and steer to the left, quickly. Unfortunate for us, I spotted this big log right in the pathway of our boat. Our trip was nearly over before it even began. I want to hit that. All right, it's good. There's a freaking log. Yeah, you're good. A little better course. One hand for the boat there, Eric. Man overboard. Hi, rRoatan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that is not a bad place. Yes, we are leaving our temporary refuge, rRoatan, no mas rRoatan, and we are heading to Cuba. Cuba, and we've got Eric again, the guy that roasts in the sun. And you shall see him putting his product on once again. His bug spray, hair product, skin product, eyelash product, lip product, nail product.
All right, everybody simmer down.
Alrighty. Everyone simmer down. Bear, what you doing?